Hey everyone! Back in April, I got a note from Kickstarter that Mike Hutchison, creator of Gaslands, is putting out a new game. In the game Space Gitz, we use drunken orcs to play a quick dexterity-based game while collecting loot in the form of bottle caps with various orc gangsters. So off to my mini factory to find some orcs, which I found from Station Forge. A little less than 3 hours later, I had some orcs to play with. Man, I love pre-supported files. It makes printing so much easier. So this is going to be my test model. Believe it or not, I've never actually painted a full orc army, space or fantasy. I did do a goblin army, and I want to try out some different skin tones. So I'm thinking, I know speed paint orc skin. I've not seen good things about it. There is the possible issue of reactivation. So instead of orc skin, which I may come back to, I'm going to try Forest Sprite. It's kind of on the yellowish side. You can see this looks more cartoony. Might work, but I'm going to set that aside. There's my standard green skin. Same figure. Zenithal highlighted black with a gray and then a white across the top. And I thought, what's another orky kind of skin tone color? Well, maybe blue, and it is a 2.0. It's a light blue, but there's also light bluish gray, battleship gray. So I think I'm gonna start with a lighter tone, and if I don't like it, I will reprime it and go with that one as my backup. Now, how about some other odd skin tones? All right, there's another guy. Strong greenish yellow as opposed to a yellowish green, but it's not. This is strong ochre clay. I really kind of like this as a yellow. It's more on the brown side. I get it. And we'll see. I may go with a brown. It's an olive. They call it an olive. That is a brown color. I don't know if I'm going to go there. Maybe I'll come back to the other bluey. I got number 5. I'm thinking Goddess Glow. I know it's supposed to be a skin tone color, and it says the light purplish red, and it is in number 2. But if memory serves me, it kind of comes up more purple. Just to give you a flavor of the color applications, here are the 5 colors being applied on hyperdrive speed. Now that all the paint has dried, we can see the different colors compared to each other. At this point, I think the green is still my favorite, but it's the most common orc color you see everywhere. The desolate brown and ochre clay are neck and neck on the second part. Battleship gray is really cool, but the Goddess Glow makes me think of a Red Hulk. At this point, I think the green color, Forest Sprite, is my hands down favorite, but it's the most common color you see orcs in everywhere. The desolate brown, which kind of gives you an olive color, and the ochre clay, which kind of I'm using as a yellow color, are pretty much neck and neck at this point. Battleship gray is really cool. I was trying to go for a blue. It might be a little too light. I don't know. And the Goddess Glow always comes out kind of purpley. This time it came out like a purpley shade of red, but it makes me feel like I'm painting up little miniature Red Hulks. Anyway, let's see how they look once they're fully painted. I want to get all the other kit and stuff together. I tried to keep the weapons, armbands, and hip flags, as well as the boots, all the same color. What I did vary were the pants and belt colors. For the pants, I tried to have them either contrast or build on the skin color. The belts just kind of fell in line with what color I painted the pants. With everybody fully painted, here's my preferred color selection. Red Orc is still 5th. I like the color, and I like the contrast with the blue paints, but the other colors just felt better than this particular color. Should I need 5 different gang types? No, this one's definitely in. My next favorite is the yellow, which again is from the ochre clay. This color was one of my favorites with just the skin painted, but the top 3 just kind of jumped back at me as I finished them. Again, I don't dislike this color, it's just not in my top 3. And I definitely could see painting up 4 gangs and using this color.
The Desolate Brown, or an olive, takes the bronze medal. With the orange pants, this mini is quite striking. I think he makes a really cool looking dark-skinned orc. My second choice has to be the blue orc. I wasn't sure this color was dark enough when I first applied it, but now painted, I really like the look. Maybe this is a race of orcs from an ice world. I don't know, but he really pops on the tabletop and looks pretty different from what you usually see. So that leaves me my first choice with the greens. Sadly, I think the term greenskins just wins out for me. Still, having gangs and different skin tones would make identification easier, and with the STLs already paid for, I can easily print and paint gangs for pennies. Now that I have a color palette picked, what I plan to do next time is work on some green skin tones. I'm going to look at Army Painter's Orc Green, as well as this Sprite Green, as well as this Forest Sprite Green color that I've already used. And I'm going to maybe look at using other colors as an undertone to see if I can get a little bit something different going on. Anyway, if you guys have any suggestion for other speed paint greens that you've used and that you really like for orc skins, throw them in the comments. I'll be happy to try them out. And until next time, happy hobbying.